put it down. Word up around this town. My time is now.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Everybody come on in. Guess what? It is time for the On Your Now show, and it is Tell Me Something Good Thursday. So everybody come on in, grab a friend and grab your cup, because it is time for us to sip it up. I am your host, Tracie Berry-McGhee.
And I am your co-host, Yolonda Lankford. And as I always say, you can just call me Lady Yo.
That's right, Lady Yo, Lady Yo, Lady Yo. What is in your cup, sister? I see that you're sipping it up. Good morning.
Coffee. You know, yesterday was Cinco de Mayo. So, this morning, the coffee was a necessary thing in my life. And a little cream, no sugar.
A little cream, no sugar. You know what? We said no sugar, right? That's right.
No added sugar.
No
added sugar. Yes, ma'am.
You're sweet. You're sweet. All right. Well, you know, I am sipping it up. I have my SCO water in my I Define Me cup. I don't know if you all can see this. I'm drinking water. I have my I Define Me cup and my I Define Me t-shirt because I think this is a great I Define Me day because it is Give STL Day. Our nonprofit is in the house. We want you all to make sure that you give back today. So I'll make sure I put that information in the chat. But you know what? It's all cool. It's all good. Drinking my STL water. Stuffy says she's drinking some HTO. What y'all sipping on, everybody? Let us know.
Well, you know, I always have me a water chaser. So I'm joining you in the water. And, you know, I've been drinking a lot of water. I'm trying to do better with my water intake. I see those people walking around with those big jugs. I'm like, oh, my goodness, I don't know if I can do that. But I am trying very hard to increase my water intake.
Well, you know, everybody that was drinking those margaritas yesterday, y'all know how much I love me some tequila and I love me some margaritas. I did not have one. I was focused because you know what? I'm going to get snatched. Look, let me tell y'all something. My bounce back is going to be all that. Y'all know that's a hint, y'all. Y'all know we got Lawrence Spearman in the house today, but I got to get that together. So yeah, I know I did not have a margarita last night, but
that's
it's all
okay.
good. I'm drinking my water today. I see Robert says he has his vintage Oberweis milk and a Pop-Tart, a cherry Pop-Tart at that. So yeah, I see you, Robert. Morena's in the house. Apple juice, red raspberry leaf tea. You know, the baby is coming.
It's
so
coming.
She's got to make sure she has all those juices. I might need to get some of that. Are you drinking those together, Morena? Let me know. Yes, honey. I want to know, is that mixed together or is that by itself? Because I could probably drink that, Lady O. I could drink that.
You know what, Tracie? You may be able to drink that, but I don't want you to deviate because you're on a mission. So we don't need to make any concoctions because we already have the fresh juice by your son-in-law. So you just stick to your mission. And I'm so proud of you because yesterday, honey, I ate everything. The grandbaby made homemade guacamole. I made shrimp tacos, beef tacos. We had rice and beans, and I did it all to an extreme. So I will have to pay today when I go work out.
Y'all see how she doing me? She's talking about the guacamole. She's talking about, y'all know I love me some fresh guacamole. Really, Lady O? Really?
You know what? As they say, I was doing it with you in mind.
Okay. All right. You know, I can smell it. I smell the coffee. I can smell the whatever it is, the guacamole. I'll just smell it all. But it's all cool. That day is over and it's gone. And today is a new day. And we're celebrating birthdays. That's what we celebrating, right?
Yes,
so,
ma'am.
Who we shouting out today?
We have Mr. Sammy White. Well, you know, I know him as Sammy, but he is Samuel White is celebrating his birthday. Happy birthday, Sammy. Philanders Olden is having a birthday. Julie Love Stonehouse. That is my girlfriend from high school. She's having a birthday. Happy birthday. And Renata Walsh would like to wish her mommy a happy birthday. And, you know, I have Vibrant Vibes today. You know, we're going to be talking about mothers and women who don't have mothers here on earth, but have mothers in heaven, as my mother is. But I do have two ladies that I want to give vibrant vibes to who are like mommies to me. Joan Gray, who is my St. Louis mom. She is taking care of me. She's taking care of my kids. She's taking care of of everyone. And she's just a wonderful, wonderful person in my life. And she's like a mommy to me. And also I want to say Cleo Allen. She's my California mom. She's my mom's best friend. And, you know, I can call her any time of day or night. Ever since I was a little girl, I called her every day. And she's always been just there in my corner. So Cleo Allen, Joan Gray, you are my vibrant vibe today. And just in case he's watching, I only have one happy birthday. It's to the most awesome Willie Mays.
Willie Mays. All
Willie
right.
Mays, say hey, kid. He turns 90 years old today.
Happy birthday, Willie Mays. Happy birthday. That's what it's all about. You know, I love it when we shout everyone out. If you all have a shout out, let us know. I see that Victoria said happy birthday to Linda Campbell. If you have shout outs, let us know. Let Lady Yo know so she can shout them out.
Yes.
Celebrate our now. You know, speaking of vibrant vibes, this is we have Cachet in the house, Cachet Lockett, and she's going to talk about Rhonda's heart. But I want you all to understand that when you say the Heavenly Mothers, I lost my mom, you know, in 2019, the end of 2019.
Yes.
And I don't care when you lost a mother, what age, it still feels like yesterday. But I know that there are people in our communities that can't take the place of our mothers, but they really do know how to really come in and embrace us. So if you all have mothers to shout out today, please shout them out. I want to definitely shout out my mother-in-law, Corrine McGhee Stooks. Like, this woman just stepped in and took over, and she's been just an influential piece in my life as a mother-in-law, not mother-in-law, and as well to my children. And she's a great grandmother. So shout out to her. Shout out to her today. And my aunt, you know, your aunt step in and they take the place of your mom, but they step in and say, whatever you need, I got you. Cause it's a hard thing, you know, and I'm a stay on the good side because that's what we're here to do. Today's gonna give us some really great tips, and you all really want to be here for this. So everybody, if you got somebody to shout out, definitely shout them out because we're here for it. All right. So good morning. I see Anthony's here with us. Morena says yes, she's gonna shout out Jerry Echoes Best for being an amazing woman and influence in her life. Yes, Lena's, she's shouting out Sally. I love me some Sally. Now, that's a mother and daughter who look just alike. When you talk about mother and daughters that look just alike.
Wow.
Just alike. Shout out to Stacy Montgomery, her mother-in-law, Morena. Anybody, if y'all got somebody to shout out, we'll keep posting them because that's what we do here on the OYN.
Yes, indeed. And I want everyone to also send in those graduates' names so I can shout them out. They need to be shouted out. You know, this past year was something else. And if they made it through and they're getting their degrees, they're getting their high school diplomas, if they're getting a certificate, shout them out. Give them their names.
Shout them out. Speaking of shout outs, my word for today is give. I'm doing my own little personal plug today. I want you all to give. It's also in St. Louis. I know everybody here is not from St. Louis, but today is Give STL Day. And what that means is that you literally can give back to a nonprofit that you feel has always given in the community. So I'm shouting out our nonprofit. Look, we already have 3 donors. We want you all to go in, and we'll put the link in the chat because, you know, we want to make sure that we take care of our own. Yes. And, you know, if you can't, all I'm asking you to do is share the information, share it, and get the resources out. So hopefully, we make sure we do that because that's what this is all about. Okay. And of course, when we do that, you just need to understand that when you change someone's life, oh my gosh, you can just make them become I Define Me girls who literally change the world.
Yes,
of course, our song for today and for this week is Change, because you know what? Change is gonna come. Don't you say that all the time? Change is gonna come.
Yes, change is gonna come. And I always want you to know change is positive.
Change is positive. Let's go.
Woo! See it through to the end. Find the strength to carry on. I believe we'll rise above. Change is gonna come. Change is gonna come.
Woo! Take some deep breaths.
Change is gonna come.
We do our left arm.
Change is gonna come. On the horizon, I can see a new sun. Change is gonna come. Changes. will overcome.
Yes, stretch it out, y'all.
We'll get through. Change is gonna come. And when the battle's raging on, know the
Let's take them up together.
I know it won't be long. Change is gonna come. Change is gonna come.
Change. Reach out to a friend, y'all.
Love it.
Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's what it's all about. We have to reach out to our friends. We have to make sure we check on our peoples.
Yes, ma'am.
Check on our strong friends. That's what we do here. Yes, yes, change is going to come. So listen, y'all, if y'all didn't know, that's what we do. We take care of each other. We inspire, we uplift, and we empower on the OYN Now Show. How you feel, Lady O?
I feel fantastic. You know, that when we do our exercises, I truly take a moment to settle my feet, breathe, and get ready for the day. So thank you so much for incorporating that, Tracie.
Well, you know, the thing about it is we have to take some time to just take some deep breaths. You know, if we're going to make it to our tomorrow, we have to own our now. And one of the things that I keep telling everybody is that own and now is the same word. So a lot of people say, where are you going next? I don't know. Can I just stay in the moment? Can I own my now? Can I own my now?
Yes, ma'am.
So y'all ready for our first guest, y'all? Because, oh, my goodness. When I tell you all the bounce back is real, I'm talking about the bounce back advocate. Lauren Spearman is in the house, a native St. Louisan, proud mother of two with a passion for helping others discover and cultivate their purpose. You know, the bounce back advocate was bestowed upon her by her mentor. Everybody has a mentor because Lauren is a true friend of the comeback story. Drawing from her personal testimony, Lauren is the hands-on cheerleader and coach, helping others dig deep to rediscover their why. You know, people always say, define your why. What is your why? In October 2020, she launched her highly successful premiere episode of a mental wellness podcast called Check on Your Strong Friends. Everybody say, check on your strong friends, because we need this, especially when we're focusing on mental health awareness this month.
Yes.
But you know what? She has all kind of exclusives coming up, so we're going to bring her back up. But we just want you all to know her message will always be the difference between a setback and bouncing back is all in the mindset. So let's just bring her right on up. Lady O, welcome.
Good morning,
Lauren Spearman.
Good morning, ladies. I am so excited to be here with you guys. It's kind of surreal. The first time I did your show, it was with the beautiful ladies of Capes Off. So now I'm doing it by myself, and I'm like,
hey, you know what? You took your cape off and now you're flying solo. Okay. I love it. You know, we want to know all about, you know, the bounce back, but tell us before we get started, what's in your cup?
oh, so my cup has hot chocolate. I'm a hot chocolate girl, and I've drunk it about halfway down.
That's all right. That's all right. We want you to enjoy yourself because we always will fill your cup up. If it's not literally, it will be spiritually and mentally we'll fill you up. So tell us, bounce back. Tell us about the bounce back.
Woo! Let me tell you, bounce back for me is a daily process because life is always going to throw obstacles your way, but it's just a matter of how you respond to it. There's a rapper, Cardi B, that talks about getting knocked down 9 times but getting back up 10. And that's just what it's all about in life, is how can I shift my mindset and my perspective to see what I'm going through as a lesson versus something that is meant to take me out.
Wow. Wow. So, you know, you said October of 2020, that's like the midst of a pandemic, you know, everybody needed somebody to check on them. You started this podcast. You all know this is Mental Health Awareness Month. Why check on my strong friends?
Because your strong friends are the ones who are going to ask you for help the least and actually need it the most. They're the ones who you say, girl, how you doing? And they're like, I'm fine. And behind that smile, they are literally holding it together by a thin shred.
Yes.
And so when I went to different stories in the media, like there was Kate Spade, who owns the bag empire.
Yes.
And there was Robin Williams, you know, the bubbly, funny actor. There was Don Cornelius of the Soul Train empire. There were so many highly successful, vibrant, charismatic people who took their own life. And it just reminded me that even though you may see someone on the outside and think that they are tremendously successful and happy, you never know what they are going through. And about halfway through recording, there was a story of the attorney from Brown and Brown in St. Louis.
Yes.
And it's just like, what is it that's going on where we are not picking up the signs from the people who need us? And it just came down to the fact that people feel like depression has a certain look. So if you don't look a certain way, or if you're not, you know, posting on social media your whole life story, then people don't think to contact you. They're like, oh, she's good. She's got it. You know, she's the one I depend on. She's my rock. Let me vent and pour out to her my stuff. But nobody thinks to ask your strong friends, okay, how are you doing?
Right. And I think that she says a whole word, Lady O, because oftentimes we say we got to see you. Like we see you, you know, and maybe even on a FaceTime, but I need to like put my hands, I need to physically see you. Yeah.
Absolutely. You're correct. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, I've had some of my closest friends who I'll post a selfie and the whole world is so supportive and like, yes, and you go, girl. And I got those close friends that'll give me a call and say, I can see it in your eyes. What's wrong?
Okay.
Yes.
When you think about this as women, I know that you're a mother of two. We're all mothers here. This is also the week of Mother's Day. We carry a lot. We wear so many different capes. Not only that, we have the strong Black woman syndrome, you know. So talk to us about the experience of saying, you know what, we're going to tackle this grief. We're going to tackle these relationships and all of this. But at the end of the day, self-care is going to be key for me.
Oh, absolutely. Because you get to a point where you can't pour out from an empty vessel and you're completely tapped out. Your tank is on empty and you're so depleted to the point where now you can't be anything to anyone because you're nothing to yourself. So you have to stand up at that moment and make yourself a priority, because if I'm taking care of me, then I can be a better person to you. And to the world at large. So it's just about getting to that point where you have that aha moment or you have that breakthrough where you realize, I need to put me first.
And it's absolutely okay. You know, a lot of people say, oh my goodness, I have so much to do. I don't have time. You do have time. You are important. And like you said, if you have to take care of yourself. And taking care of yourself, you have so many hats that you wear. Tell us about your new position with the NAACP.
Well, I have to shout out the amazing leadership team of NAACP led by President John Bowman. This opportunity was brought to me by PR guru Portia Outen. And I realized that there was a gap that we needed to bridge together between those young professionals in the area that want to go out and connect and network and have a good time and bounce ideas off of each other. You know, where can they go? What can they do in order to collaborate and to meet in these spaces? So I'm so excited to have that position. And now that things are getting better outside, we're going to be able to curate events in upscale environments. Some of them will be, you know, open and ticketed. Some of them will be an exclusive closed list. But just to put creatives and influencers and business professionals between the ages of 21 and 40 in the same room to connect.
Okay. I love it.
So many times we keep saying we're going to be okay because we have our young professionals out here that are doing the work. And you know, Yolanda, every time that we see our young women out here saying, she says, this is not just about me. I'm pulling some other young women and men to the center. you just said something about incubators.
Yes.
Oh,
Absolutely. So I have the distinct honor and pleasure to be part of an inaugural incubator with the Heartland St. Louis Black Chamber of Commerce, as well as the Urban League coming together. And they decided that they wanted to give a free office space, a free year lease to local entrepreneurs. And the genius part of this incubator is the fact that you have business owners from all industries coming together. I do motivational speaking. You have people that do life insurance, finance. There's a woman in there that does security. You have media professionals, clothing designers, all different type of entrepreneurs in one space where we are working together, bouncing ideas off each other, able to collaborate with each other, share information. And then through the chamber and the Urban League, we also have...
Can I stop you one second? Because I really want everybody to understand the value of sharing. She's dropping a whole lot of knowledge. Everybody out here, y'all shout her out. You congratulate her. But y'all better share this information because this is how we all grow. Okay?
Oh, absolutely.
Right. Go right ahead. I just had to say it.
Yes, so through the Heartland St. Louis Black Chamber of Commerce and the Urban League, we also have lunch and learns where they actually bring in people that are well versed in finance and accounting, legal issues for businesses, any type of resources that a business owner needs, they bring it in and provide it for us. So that way, by the end of our year lease, we should be well equipped to go off on our own, and they can welcome in the new crop of entrepreneurs. So it's such an incredible process to be part of, and I will be launching the pictures of my brand new office on my fire anniversary. Because I got laid off from my corporate job during the pandemic. So May 14th of this year, I'll be releasing those pictures, and it'll be a full circle moment.
That's an exclusive.
Oh, yeah, that's the first exclusive.
Oh, hold on. Let's get close. Okay, that's the first exclusive. Girl, give me number 2. Give me number 2.
Exclusives.
I do have a drum roll. Can I make a fake?
Yes.
So the next exclusive is that I have exclusively signed with Purpose Publishing House to write the Bounce Back book. The Bounce Back book is finally coming. It will be completed in December, and it will be released at the first of next year so that you can get that manual and get some insight into my life and start off the new year right.
Okay.
Did y'all hear that?
I don't think they heard you. Look. Drum roll. Say it again. Exclusive.
The Bounce Back book is on the way. I am exclusively signed to Purpose Publishing House, led by Elder Leandra Green, and we are going to release that book at the top of 2022. It'll be done by December of this year. So you will have everything you need in order to bounce back and to get some more insight into my bounce back process.
My girl.
That's what bounce back looks like. That's how you do an exclusive. Okay. This has really been awesome because we keep talking about all of the struggles that we have dealt with over the pandemic. Yes. People have lost their jobs and people got fired and laid off, and everybody's saying, what do I do next? You said you bounce back. And not only do you talk about it and you write about it, but you're showing us what it looks like. So we really appreciate everything that you're doing. And this has been amazing. Totally amazing. Look, y'all got to know what it feels like to bounce back. Don't play. Look. Even Cachet is in the background. She about to come up saying yes. So your affirmation word of the day. You just keep pouring into our cups. Our cups are overflowing. What is your affirmation word for today?
My affirmation word for today is absolutely gratitude. When I look back at this journey and, all the great people who have poured into me and how I've been able to be brought up to this point where I can now pour into others, I am simply grateful for the opportunity. And I want to shout out really quick, Bruce Franks Jr., who made my wonderful business logo t-shirt.
All right.
Because we literally entrepreneurs, we have to help each other, and he believes in that wholeheartedly. So I am grateful for the connections and people I have in my life.
Well, we're grateful for you. And
absolutely.
Anytime, look, Lady L loves an exclusive. So when you do that book, baby, Come on back so we can make sure everybody know. Okay.
Oh, I definitely will. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for saying yes.
Woo! You know what? Everybody loves to hear good news. That's good news. Yes, it is. Yes, shout out to her. She is definitely the bounce back advocate. And you know how I feel about mental wellness, y'all.
Yes.
You know how I feel about that. So that's what's up. Not only is she talking about herself, she's like, I got a little something for everybody.
Yes.
It's all about to grow up in here.
Giving the manual. She's giving the manual. You know what? That's awesome, because a lot of times people may feel like they can't go out and get the information. You can go buy the book, honey, and you can get the information. And 2021, it was something else. She's coming with the book in 2022. So get ready.
And everybody should go to her website, Bounce Back Advocates. She's gonna put that in the chat. Listen, Lady O, you know we've been shouting out mothers, and everybody's shouted out mothers that may not be here, but are always in our hearts.
Yes,
always in our heart. Speaking of heart, we have Cachet here. Everybody, share. I'm telling y'all to
right
share.
now.
Everybody put in heart. Just put heart out there, because we need the heart. We need it right now. This is we need this.
Yes.
Cachet Lockett, the founder of Rhonda's Heart Incorporated. Rhonda's Heart is a nonprofit organization that infuses love, joy, peace, and hope into the hearts of women who are without their mothers physically, spiritually, emotionally, and socially. The purpose of Rhonda's Heart is to cultivate and encourage women who lost their mothers from death, incarceration, or abandonment. She has a positive message. She's going to give us the tips that we need.
Yes.
Everybody welcome Cachet Lockett.
Good morning. Hello, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to talk about all the tips you have for us, Tracie and I included, that during this time, because it can be a difficult time. Before we get started, tell us what's in your cup.
What's in my cup is, I'm a new mom. I like that Lauren said bounce back, so I'm in my bounce back season. I just had a baby and she's 3 months. So what's in my cup, I'm nursing, is coconut water. So I drink a lot of coconut water for my baby. So my cup states, when I count my blessings, I count you twice.
Oh,
I love it. Well, congratulations on your newborn.
Thank you.
Vegan. You know, it's something about having like a girl, and you know, y'all can kick it and comb hair and do all those things. That goodness, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's for real, for real. My mama, the one thing she did do when she combed my hair, you know how they was heavy.
They say, oh, she heavy-handed. Oh my goodness, she heavy-handed.
Heavy-handed. But you know what? Let's talk about Rhonda's Heart. Tell us why. Why did you say yes to Rhonda's Heart?
Whew, Rhonda's Heart. Rhonda's Heart is my heart. I said yes because there are so many women who are motherless, and I was working with in a residential facility with youth, and I kept running into so many motherless daughters, like people who mothers had abandoned them, people who mothers were incarcerated, and I was just like, God, I have to help them. So God sent the message confirmation through one of my friends and actually laid out my purpose and everything for me. And I was just like, okay, God, I can do this. It's not a lot of people who know how to deal with being motherless, and a lot of us suffer in silence. So I had learned that I was suffering in silence a lot because I was a motherless daughter. When my mom died, I was in high school. Mm-hmm. I went straight to college and just was numbed through the whole process of college, just on the go, moving. And it wasn't until I started Rhonda's Heart that I realized all these years I have just been suffering in silence. Mm-hmm. So this is really an assignment from God that he placed on my life to assist the motherless daughters, because it's so many of us and you don't really know how to deal with it because we suffer in silence a lot. And so after I started Rhonda's Heart and was going through the different events, that's kind of when I realized I hadn't dealt with my grief. And so I was still suffering in all my different cups of pain. And so I had all the different events, support group. I tried to give the women the things that I needed after my mom died.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So I needed support. I needed resources, and I didn't know back then, but I needed therapy. And so now I am a big advocate for therapy. Anybody who has lost their mother, I encourage you to go to therapy so that you can get the necessary tools so that we're going to have this broken heart for the rest of our life. But we have to know how to put the pieces of our broken heart back together and learn how to live through it so that we don't carry that cup of pain into, like me now, I'm a mother. So I don't want to carry my cup of pain to my baby and have her suffer through my trauma of being motherless. So it's really, I created it for my mom's legacy and just so that I can be the resource for other women who are going through similar things, and help them get to their healing process. When you get to your healing process, it's a total different, you feel so much better. Like I have grief, but my good days outweigh my bad days. And then I have the tools that I need for when those days come along. So I'm just excited that God chose me. I mean, I'm not excited that he took my mom, but I'm excited that he used me as a vessel to help other women who are dealing with being motherless and struggling with suffering in silence.
You know, and people suffer in silence. You lost your mom when you were young. I will tell you, as an adult, I was an adult when I lost my mom, and it hurts just as much. A lot of people think, well, girl, you grown, you grew up with your mom. You know, you should be okay in a week. Grief doesn't have an age.
Right. It's so interesting that you say that. I'm looking at everything in the chat here. And Kashay, Joy says, oh my goodness, motherlessness is such a problem in the foster care system as well. I think about, you also said you tackle children whose moms may have been incarcerated, and abandonment. Talk to us about that.
So with the incarceration mothers, that one is really dear to my heart, because when I was in the residential facility helping a motherless daughter, her mother was incarcerated, and she actually committed suicide when she got out of the facility because she felt that abandonment from her incarcerated mom. She felt like she didn't have anyone. So even though their mom is still alive, they're still missing that part, that emotional and that social part from their mom that's keeping them grounded and uplifted. So that is really major. A lot of people, your mom may be alive, but the abandonment motherless daughters, that's a different ball game. Okay, we know that our mother is deceased. We understand the grief. We understand that. But they are living in a different type of grief, like why is my mom alive, but there's no relationship, or we don't have a connection. So that part I'm not saying it's harder than a deceased mother, but to have your mother alive and just want to know, why did she abandon me? Those things require a lot of time and patience and a different type of therapy.
Yes.
It's difficult to know that your mom is alive, but you have no relationship. Relationships are the most important thing when you're living your life, those relationships. And to not have that core relationship, you feel lost. You feel abandoned. You feel like, why me? And it's just,
and you take it personal. You say, why did they do that to me?
Yeah.
Why wasn't I important enough for them not to do what took them away from me? So that's wonderful that you talk to girls about that.
I want to say that, number one, I'm glad that we're taking the time to talk about this. There's two different things here. Of course, we're talking about abandonment. As a therapist, that's a real thing when it comes to mothers, daughters. Hurt people. And we never know what people are going through or growing through. And sometimes you don't get a chance to grow through it. I know that, for me, losing my mom, me and my mom, our relationship was up and down. It really was. But at the end of the day, she always had my back. Yes. She always had my front. And there were certain things in life that she would say, if I can't do it for myself, what makes you think I can do it for you? Yes. And so in losing her physically, I tell you, Kashay, spiritually, anybody, I have her so here.
Yes.
In my space, every single place, I look around, I carry pictures of her every single place. But this is what I want you to speak to, how important self-care is, because the one thing that I hear my strong friends, when she said earlier, Lauren said, check on your strong friends.
Yes.
I hear my strong friends say, I don't know if I can do this, sis. Like, I'm about to, like, I need to shut down completely. You said giving back is really important. Talk to us about self-care and give us some tips, sis.
Okay, with Mother's Day being this weekend, okay, this is like the emotional roller coaster for a lot of motherless daughters. We have the people who are grieving their mom not being alive. We have the people who are grieving the fact that they are abandoned, the ones that are grieving that they can only talk to their mom through email because they're incarcerated. So with that being the self-care, this week and any other day, like I said, everything with this motherless journey, you have to take it one day at a time.
Absolutely.
You never know what day you're going to have a good day. You never know what day you're going to have a bad day. So I am encouraging all motherless daughters and anyone who's struggling with Mother's Day, because I know that's the biggest. That's the biggest one. Once you tackle Mother's Day, you're okay. You feel like, okay, I can bounce. As Lauren said, I can bounce back. I made it through Mother's Day. So I'm just encouraging you all to first be around people who love you.
Absolutely.
Be around people who love you. Love is the number one thing that's going to keep you smiling, keep you in good spirits, and just plan ahead, plan for the weekend. If you think self-care is important, me personally, I love self-care. I love the park. That is like my therapeutic zone, or the beach. I can't make it to the beach right now, but the park is my happy place. So do things this weekend that will make you happy and plan ahead of time. If you have your schedule built, if you have everything planned out on how you want to do this weekend, then that can help you save your mental for the weekend.
Yeah.
And so I would just say, tap into what are your favorite self-care practices. Me, I'm yoga, I'm walking, I'm the park. Those are the things that make me happy. And if you have a therapist, tap into your therapist. Get up, plan ready, just in case you do have emotions. And it's okay if you do have emotional breakdowns, because all you have to do is process it and then utilize your tools.
Okay. You said, I love it that she said it's okay. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't like the word selfish. I really feel like it's all about self-love when it comes to me. And when I say no, I mean no, period. I don't think that we should get to a space where, you know, remember when Whitney Houston was like, hail to the no? That's when you know she was like, I'm right there, y'all. I'm about to lose my mind up in here. And people sometimes, when you're the strong person, they don't realize that. Oh, come on, you can come on over. Oh, just come on over for a minute. No.
Yes. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself.
No is a complete sentence, is what I tell people in my study groups. No is a complete sentence. When you're at the no, you stand on that, because you know what your breaking point is, and you know what trauma that you're facing with daily. So you have to make sure that you are in control of your happiness, you are in control of your peace, and you are the person that is guiding your day-to-day emotional roller coaster, because you're in charge of that.
And you know what I did when my mom passed on Mother's Day, it was difficult. I mean, the first Mother's Day, when I walked down the Hallmark cards, oh my gosh, I just fell apart in the middle of Walgreens, because I mean, I was used to going to get her a Mother's Day card. And so what I do is I just write down before Mother's Day, just great memories in my journal about my mom, just great memories. And when I get to that moment where I'm like sad, I can grab it and I just read it. Like, oh, I remember when we did X, Y, Z, and we did, and automatically I smile. Right. So everyone handles it different. You have to find what helps you. And I just want to give that tip, is I write down memories. And on Mother's Day, when I feel that moment, I just read them. And sometimes I crack up so much, my family think I'm crazy, because I'm like, oh, they don't know what I'm laughing about. Or because moms, you know, let me tell you something about moms and daughters. We have secrets.
Yes.
We have secrets. You know?
My gosh. Don't even play. I got all my mom's journals, but that's for me. But listen, Kishay, you know, you're a new mom. You got a baby. You got new memories. 3 months, the baby's 3 months. But you also have a documentary Talk to everybody about this.
Yes. So what before the pandemic I was working on it's a Rhonda's Heart documentary. It's just basically telling the truth of different motherless daughters and different things that you can actually do as a motherless daughter, because again, a lot of times people focus on the fathers not being in the household and the big effect they have on the fathers not being in the household, but we don't really pay attention to it. It's like a silent part of the big impact of mothers being out the household. And so it's just bringing light to the motherless daughter journey, because that's something we don't speak about a lot. We talk about the fathers, but we don't really talk about the mothers. And so the documentary is actually finished. We're just working on getting some small things together. And the pandemic pushed a lot of things back. I wanted to have a big release and all of that. So now I'm just trying to figure out what is the best way to do it in the middle of us getting out of a pandemic. So it will be coming soon. It should be released this year. I'm excited about it. And it's a lot of different motherless daughters just telling their truths. And that's what I'm a big advocate for. Going to therapy, doing what helps you from a therapeutic standpoint, and then living in your truth of your story and healing through it.
Yes. Healing. Say that term again. Healing through it. Yes.
Healing through it. Healing. That's the key. Because my what I do is I'm a strong believer in God. God anchored my relationship with being motherless, filling those voids and all those different things. God and therapy, those were my two are my two pillars that helped me with my grieving process, release. Right now I'm living in true healing and it feels good, thanks to God, number one, and then thanks to my therapist who actually helped me realize and get the tools that I need in order for me to still be able to, because helping motherless daughters, I felt it sometimes that I was picking up their weights, like, oh my God.
I was going to say that, as a therapist, oftentimes, triggers happen.
Yes.
You're working with other people in the field of grief, because you're doing support groups, you're doing a lot. I like that you started today off saying self-care is key, that you take care of yourself. Because, as mothers, we can take care of everybody else.
Yes.
Don't get sick for a minute, okay? You better keep drinking that coconut water, girl. Because the moment you get sick and you breastfeeding, daddy's like, what? What am I supposed to do? Like, what am I supposed to do with this baby?
Well, my husband is he can be the mom. He takes care of business with the baby. So I got a real good one. Shout out to Tony Lockett, my husband.
Oh, hold on 1 second. What's hubby's name? Shout him out.
Tony Lockett.
Go on, Tony Lockett. Go on, Tony
Lockett. Does not play about Tegan. I can be gone for days and Tegan will be well taken care of, from the food to everything. He has it down packed.
That's good. That's good. Well, look, you know what? When you stop, because I think you said you was breastfeeding, right?
Yes.
When you stopped and everything, because look, tell Tony I didn't celebrate. What was that thing yesterday?
Cinco de Mayo.
Because I'm fasting. You breastfeeding. When all that's done, us mothers is gonna have us some good little libations, and we're gonna get off that coconut water and stuff.
Well, you know what? It has been awesome. Everything that you've said just touched my heart. One, because I've been through it. And sometimes when you hear it from someone else, it helps you heal. It helps you get through it. So I thank you so much. Before you go, tell us your affirmation word.
Well, my affirmation word is chosen. I am chosen for this assignment with motherless daughters, and everybody has a specific thing that they are actually chosen to do by God with their gifts, with their talents. So I just encourage you all to tap into what you have been chosen to do. No one can do your assignment or your job or your gift better than you. So stay authentic and remember that you are chosen for that specific thing.
Okay.
My goodness, you are chosen. Yes, girl. Look, I'm gonna have to put her website back up again. Tell everybody how they can find out more about when the documentary hits, as well as the different events and things that you have going on.
Yeah, so you all can find everything out. My contact information is rondasheart.org. That's the website. It has all my contact, my email, my phone number. Everything is on the website, rondashort.org. And I'm a free spirit. So if you all want to reach out to me, my email, everything, I keep everything on my phone. So it comes directly to me at all times.
Okay.
So if you all need anything, Rhonda's Heart is definitely here to support you all.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. She says, I'm a free spirit. You can contact me. Look, folks be blowing her up. Don't be blowing her up like this. Y'all got a baby. And Tony will get on y'all. He ain't playing when he comes to his wife and his baby. But listen, y'all, you got to make sure that you take care of yourself. Today was a hard one.
Yes.
But you know, we have to pop in and pop out and take care of our strong sisters. Lady O, how you feeling? Everybody, you should drop your affirmation words in the chat. How are you feeling, Lady O? I'm checking.
Well, thank you. You know what?
My strong sister.
Checking on your strong sister. You know, today was emotional for me because I've lost my mom, but just realizing that I have the tools to remember the great times. And that's something I had to be reminded of, you know, and I'm glad I was reminded today, because today I'll go and start writing my little notes so that I can have them on Mother's Day. And you know what? I'm blessed. I'm a mother. I've been able to share the skills God gave me, as mothers have, the loving skill, the guiding skill, to children who are not actually my biological children. So I'm blessed because on Mother's Day, I get my flowers year round, but on Mother's Day, and I'm not talking physical flowers, I'm talking about that someone calling saying, hey, thanks so much for XYZ, or hey, I just got a good job, mama. I want to take you to lunch. And I call them my community kids. So blessings on Mother's Day come abound. They're plentiful. And I just am glad that I can think about my mom in a positive way. Checking on you, strong sister.
Yeah.
How are you? How are you doing?
You know what? All I can do is be here in the moment today.
Yes.
Like she said, take one day at a time. I got to own my now. And that's one of the reasons why we started this show. You know, when I had lost my mom, I couldn't wake up and have a cup of coffee with her or just call her on the phone.
Yeah.
That stuff is hard. Curse word, curse word, curse word.
Mm.
But you know what? At the end of the day, I know that I feel her.
Yes.
So I don't need to curse. But because I got strong sisters that surround me, I have a village, you know, and like she said, Rhonda's Heart, that's what it's about.
Yes.
Having a support system. Earlier today, I saw one of our owners, Cheryl, said she went to Grief Share. She did her support group. Y'all take care of yourselves. Yes. You know, I'm a mother. I want to make sure that I also enjoy my daughters. Yes. My daughter just had a grandbaby, and, you know, it is hard. But we gonna be all right.
Yes, we are.
Each other. And I think that you gotta, you know, and I'm not putting a fake smile on, but sometimes you gotta smile through the tears, but also take some time for yourself. Yes. So today was everything. I see all the affirmation words here. I love affirmation words because those are the things that keep me going. What is your affirmation word, Lady O?
You know what? I'm just going to take it from you. You said smile. I'm going to say my affirmation word is smile. Just take a time to smile about the good things, the good memories. And because you cry doesn't mean you're not smiling. That's because right. You're smiling in your heart. And sometimes that joy brings around about tears, but they're tears of joy. So I'm going to just say smile.
All right. All right. You know what? You have a beautiful smile.
Thank you.
And seeing your smile helps me to smile. So I just want to say that we all are in this together. All of us. Today has been a rough week for us. Of course, we didn't have Shameem this week in the cups because she was taking care of her daughter. But y'all know she in the chat. She said, I'm trying, y'all. So we all going to continue to try. So in this Own Your Now flow, you got to realize that when God says yes, that you are the chosen one, then you got to figure out what it is that you need to do. But you also got to realize that gratitude is the key for us to keep smiling on this journey. Yes. We all have a gift, but when we have a gift, then we could persevere through all those things and realize the beautifulness of what the world has for us. We are all truly favored to even have been brought here into this earth. And always remember that we have to love on each other. We have to care about each other, but we have to take time to share the moments and realize that hope and prayer will get us through. Love is the key, but you have to understand that these blessings that we all share together will give us the peace that we need. So keep taking some deep breaths and keep breathing. Yes, we are all favored. There are many, many called, but few are chosen.
Okay.
If you all decide to go outside, you know what we tell y'all. Please,
Yes, ma'am.
Wear your mask.
Wear your mask. All your
I get out here in the streets today. I might, I'll enjoy if there's some liquid sunshine. If it rains, whatever it does, I'm going to continue to own my now. But if you all decide to stay inside, y'all know what we say. Keep sipping and shelter in place. And we will see you all same time, same space tomorrow.
Friday.
On the Own Your Now show. Bye-bye, everybody.